father says you treated her for vaginal pain 3 years ago.
Is it really necessary to dredge all of this up now?
We can dredge here in your office or in Part 63 tomorrow.
I determined that there were indicia of sexual abuse, and that's what I told Sophia.
I'm sure there was a lot more than indicia. This child was raped by an adult.
According to whom?
Katie.
Are you challenging my examination, young lady?
I'm challenging your ethics, Doctor. The law required you to report this to the police.
The mother didn't want that.
You know that doesn't make a damn bit of difference. Why are you protecting a man who raped a 12-year-old?
I am doing no such thing.
Did Sophia Keener pay you to keep your mouth shut?
Would you please leave my office, Miss Borgia?
It will be a pleasure to do so, Doctor. Just as soon as the detective squad confiscates your records, then we are going through every scrap of paper in those files.
And what did you and Sophia do after dinner, Mr. Keener?
We left our clients at Le Bernardin and returned to my apartment to continue discussing the IPO.
And how long did you do that?
Until just before 2 in the morning.
And did Sophia leave your apartment then?
No, it was late. I had sent my driver home for the night, and Sophia decided to sleep in the guest room.
And was she there the next morning?
Yes.
Oh, thank you, sir.
How would you characterize your relationship with your daughter, Mr. Keener?
I don't understand the question.
You worked together. Were you colleagues? Are you friends? Just family?
All those things, I suppose.
Would it be accurate to say that you and your daughter have a difficult professional relationship?
No. I admire her talent.
That's why you promoted her to run Morgan Keener?
Yes.
And when did you do that?
About 3 years ago.
Shortly after your granddaughter, Katie, spent time alone with you in your townhouse on East 68th Street?
I don't recall the timing.
And also shortly after Katie was treated by Dr. Sheldon Saperstein for vaginal pain?
I haven't the slightest idea.
Isn't it true that you raped your 12-year-old granddaughter, Mr. Keener?
Objection!
And that the alibi you're providing today
Objection.
was paid for with your daughter's silence 3 years ago?
Your
Or was it paid for in 1982?
Objection, Your Honor!
Chambers.
Those inflammatory accusations are irrelevant to Mr. Keener's testimony, and he is poison to the jury. This is grounds for a mistrial.
Not only are they true, they go directly to his credibility.
What's the evidence, McCoy? We were looking for corroboration of Katie's rape 3 years ago. What we found were medical records from 1982.
Well, Katie wasn't even alive in 82.
Why don't you ask your client to fill you in?
In 1982, Sophia Keener, also aged 12, was brought to Dr. Saperstein's office, where she said she was raped. Last night, we tested the DNA from the vaginal swab taken by the good doctor. It belonged to Sophia Keener's father. And just like his sexual assault on his granddaughter, it was never reported to the police.
I'm allowing every bit of this depravity into evidence to impeach the alibi proffered by Mr. Keener. Back in session in 5 minutes.
We'll take the deal you offered, Jack. Man, 10 years.
Not a chance.
Come on, Jack, please.
What if I agreed to testify against my father for what he did to Katie?
I'm indicting your father for that, but I won't bargain for your testimony.
Then I'll deny it.
People lie. DNA doesn't.
I'm sure there's something we can work out here.
Maybe if you hadn't used your daughter's rape to advance your career.
I deserved everything I got for what I had to live with all these years.
What about Katie?
I got past it, so will she. What should I have done, Miss Borgia? Crawled off and wept, like some victim?
Has the jury reached a verdict?
We have, Your Honor.
How do you find?
On the charge of murder in the second degree, we find the defendant, Sophia Keener, guilty.